Hello everyone and welcome to Personal Finance Unchained, your go-to channel for mastering the art of managing your money. First and foremost, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you investing it here with me. Today's topic is about building an emergency fund. First, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been caught off guard by an unexpected expense or emergency? Maybe your car broke down, or you had to visit the hospital. Whatever the situation may be, emergencies happen, and they can put a strain on your finances. This is where having an emergency fund becomes crucial. In this video, we'll dive into the importance of building an emergency fund and how to get started. We'll also explore various options available in India to keep your emergency fund safe and growing, including savings accounts, fixed deposits, liquid funds, and more. We'll discuss real-life examples of individuals who faced unexpected emergencies and how having an emergency fund helped them in their time of need. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what an emergency fund is, why it's important, and how to build one. So, sit back, relax, and let's get started. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends and family. Let's empower each other to take control of our finances. Thank you for tuning in to Personal Finance Unchained, and let's dive into the world of emergency funds. So, what is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a pool of money set aside to cover unexpected expenses or events such as medical emergencies, car repairs, job loss, or any other unforeseen circumstances. For example, imagine you suddenly need to undergo a medical procedure that costs rupees 50,000, but your health insurance only covers a portion of it. If you don't have an emergency fund, you might have to resort to taking on credit card debt or borrowing from friends and family to cover the remaining amount. This can put you in a financially vulnerable position and potentially hurt your credit score. On the other hand, if you have an emergency fund, you can use that money to pay for the procedure without having to go into debt or seek external help. So, it's important to plan and build an emergency fund. But how much should you save for an emergency fund? The general rule of thumb is to save 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. To calculate your monthly expenses, add up all of your essential bills such as rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, insurance, and transportation. Once you have a monthly expense figure, multiply it by the number of months you want to save for. For example, let's say your monthly expenses are rupees 40,000. To save for 6 months, you would need an emergency fund of rupees 2,40,000. This might seem like a lot, but having an emergency fund will give you peace of mind in the event of an unexpected expense or emergency. It's important to note that everyone's expenses are different, and you should assess your own financial situation to determine how much to save for your emergency fund. If you have a family or dependents, you may want to save more to account for their needs in the event of an emergency. To get started, the first step is to analyze your income and expenses and create a budget. This will help you understand how much money you have left over each month that can be allocated towards building your emergency fund. In this example, let's assume your monthly expenses are rupees 40,000 and your monthly income is rupees 50,000. Following the rule of thumb, you should aim to save at least rupees 1.2 lakh, 3 months worth of expenses, to rupees 2.4 lakh, 6 months worth of expenses, for your emergency fund. If you're able to save rupees 10,000 each month towards your emergency fund, it would take you 12 to 24 months to fully fund your emergency fund. However, there are steps you can take to reduce the time it takes to build your emergency fund. One way to free up more money to put towards your emergency fund is to reduce your expenses. This could involve things like cutting back on non-essential spending, shopping for deals and discounts, negotiating bills or subscriptions, or downsizing your home or vehicle. By taking a close look at your budget and finding areas where you can cut back, you can put more money towards your emergency fund each month. Another way to build your emergency fund more quickly is to increase your income. This could involve taking on a side hustle or part-time job, negotiating a raise at your current job, or even exploring new career opportunities with higher salaries. By earning more money, you can put more towards your emergency fund and reach your goal faster. Finally, another strategy is to use any unexpected or windfall income towards your emergency fund. This could include things like tax refunds, bonuses, or even cash gifts. By putting this extra money towards your emergency fund, you can speed up the process of building your fund and be better prepared for unexpected expenses. By combining these strategies and being intentional with your budget and income, you can build your emergency fund faster and be better prepared for any unexpected expenses that may arise. It's also important to keep your emergency fund separate from your other savings and investments. This will help you avoid the temptation to dip into your emergency fund for non-emergency expenses. Next, when it comes to building your emergency fund, it's important to consider where to keep your money. Here are some options you can consider. Savings account. Keeping your emergency fund in a savings account is a popular choice because it offers easy access to your money. Most savings accounts offer interest rates that are higher than a regular checking account, which means your money can grow over time. In India, all the banks offer the savings account options include HDFC Bank Savings Account, SBI Savings Account, ICICI Bank Savings Account and Kotak. Fixed deposit. Another option is to invest your emergency fund in a fixed deposit (FD) account. FDs are a low-risk investment option that provide higher interest rates than savings accounts. FDs are offered by almost all banks in India such as State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, and HDFC Bank. The drawback of FDs is that you can't access your money until the end of the FD term, so it may not be the best option if you need immediate access to funds. Liquid funds. Liquid funds are mutual funds that invest in short-term debt securities like treasury bills and commercial paper. These funds offer high liquidity, meaning you can access your money quickly and easily, making them a good option for an emergency fund. In India, some popular liquid funds include Reliance Liquid Fund, HDFC Liquid Fund, and ICICI Prudential Liquid Fund. Gold. Gold is considered a safe investment and can be a good option for an emergency fund. In India, gold can be purchased in physical form or through gold exchange traded funds, ETFs. Gold ETFs are an easy and convenient way to invest in gold without the need for physical storage. Now that you know how much to save and where to keep your emergency fund, let's talk about some suggested ways to build your emergency fund. One way is to automate your savings. Set up a standing instruction with your bank to transfer a fixed amount to your emergency fund each month. This will help you stay on track and ensure that you are saving consistently. Finally, remember that building an emergency fund is an ongoing process. It may take time, but it's important to stay committed to your goals. And when you do face an emergency, you'll have peace of mind knowing that you are financially prepared. Remember, taking control of your finances is a journey, and it starts with these fundamental steps. By implementing these tips and continuing to educate yourself, you'll be well on your way to financial success. I hope you found these tips helpful and informative. Remember, managing your money is an ongoing journey, and I'm excited to be a part of it with you. So, sit back, relax, and let's empower ourselves to take control of our finances. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends and family. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll dive deeper into personal finance and help you take control of your financial future. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay financially fit and stay tuned to Personal Finance Unchained.